3 ways the Denver Broncos can secure a playoff spot in Week 18. The Denver Broncos find themselves on the brink of their first playoff appearance since 2015, despite a heartbreaking 30-24 loss to the Cincinnati Bengals last Saturday. With 1 game left in the regular season, the Broncos have 3 distinct paths to punch their ticket to the postseason, and their fate lies partly in their own hands and partly in the outcomes of other games. Path 1. Defeat the Kansas City Chiefs at home. The most straightforward way for Denver to clinch a playoff spot is to defeat the Kansas City Chiefs in Week 18. With reports suggesting that the Chiefs may rest several key starters, the Broncos have a golden opportunity to seize the win they've been chasing for weeks. However, no victory comes easy in the NFL, and the Broncos will need to bring their best to end their postseason drought. Path 2. Tie with the Chiefs. While a tie is statistically less likely, it remains a viable option. Should the Broncos and Chiefs end the game with identical scores, Denver would still secure a playoff spot. Tying in football is a rare event, but it's not off the table for a team as determined as the Broncos. Path 3. A loss, but some help. Even if Denver fails to defeat the Chiefs, their playoff hopes aren't entirely dashed. The Broncos can still clinch a postseason berth if both the Miami Dolphins and Cincinnati Bengals lose or tie their respective games in Week 18. The Dolphins will face the New York Jets on the road, while the Bengals travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers. A win by either the Dolphins or Bengals would eliminate Denver from playoff contention, making this scenario the most precarious. Pressure and confidence. Heading into Week 18. The team is aware of the stakes, and cornerback Pat Surtain expressed his optimism heading into the critical matchup. "I'm very confident we'll get the job done," Surtain said. "We have a resilient group that's eager to prove itself. Last week's loss hurt, but our focus is on what's ahead. We have to establish ourselves in the playoffs, and I believe we'll do just that." Head coach Sean Payton echoed those sentiments, emphasizing the excitement of playing meaningful football in the season's final stretch. "There's pressure every week," Payton said. "This is why we do what we do, for meaningful games at this stage. It's an exciting time, and I believe the team will embrace the challenge." The clock is ticking. The Broncos needed just 1 win in their final 3 games to clinch a playoff spot. With 2 losses behind them, the stakes couldn't be higher as they head into their matchup against the Chiefs. Quarterback Bo Nix summarized the urgency of the situation. "It's been like this for 2 weeks, Nix said. "We just have to put everything we've got into this final game and get the win." Join the community and show your support, Broncos fans. Your support can make all the difference during this crucial time. If you enjoyed this breakdown of the playoff scenarios, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Your engagement helps grow our community and keeps us delivering the content you love. Together, let's cheer the Broncos on as they fight for a place in the playoffs. Thank you, and go Broncos!
3 ways the Broncos can secure an NFL playoff spot in Week 18. After a tough 30-24 loss to the Cincinnati Bengals on Saturday, the Denver Broncos remain on the brink of securing their first playoff appearance since 2015. With just 1 game left in the regular season, fans are eagerly watching to see if the team can rise to the challenge and clinch a coveted postseason spot. Here are 3 scenarios that could see the Broncos in the playoffs. 1. A victory over the Kansas City Chiefs. The most straightforward path to the playoffs is for Denver to defeat the Kansas City Chiefs at home. With the Chiefs potentially resting some of their key players ahead of the postseason, this matchup provides a golden opportunity for the Broncos to capitalize and secure their place. A win would erase any uncertainty and mark a triumphant end to their regular season campaign. 2. A rare tie against the Chiefs. Though far less likely, a tie against Kansas City would also secure Denver's spot in the playoffs. While this scenario is statistically uncommon, it remains a mathematical possibility. 3. Help from the Bengals and Dolphins. If Denver falls to the Chiefs, they'll need outside help to keep their playoff hopes alive. The Broncos would require both the Miami Dolphins and Cincinnati Bengals to lose or tie in their respective matchups. This would keep Denver's postseason dream alive, despite a Week 18 loss. The Bengals will be facing the Pittsburgh Steelers on the road, while the Dolphins will take on the New York Jets, also on the road. Two challenging games that could go either way. The road ahead. As the clock ticks toward their final game, the Broncos find themselves in a high-pressure situation. Denver cornerback Pat Surtain exudes confidence, saying, "I think we've got a great bunch, a great team that's resilient, that's eager. Obviously, the agony of defeat is not a good feeling, but we just need to focus on next week and make sure we secure this victory. That's what counts, establishing ourselves in this tournament." Coach Sean Payton echoed the sentiment, embracing the stakes. "There's pressure every week," Payton remarked. "This is what we do it for, meaningful games." I think it's important that you embrace it, and it is exciting. There's nothing worse than playing games in the last part of the season where there's nothing at stake. So I think it's something we'll all be excited about. For quarterback Bo Nix, the goal remains singular and clear. It's been like this for 2 weeks. You just have to put everything in to go win the game. Be part of the Broncos community. As the Broncos head into their most pivotal game of the season, we invite you to join us in supporting the team. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel to stay updated on all the latest news, analysis, and game day insights. Together, let's strengthen our Broncos community as we cheer them on to victory. Your support means the world to us. Thank you for being part of the journey.